Hello, everyone. I'm super thrilled today. I've got with me Miss Ankita Shrivastava. I don't think I need to give any introduction to her. She is an ex-Indian Army officer, a Kargil veteran, and author, as well as a motivational speaker. So there are a lot of feathers to her hat. So I'm super thrilled to have this episode with her. Welcome, Ankita ji, to this episode of mine. And I'm so glad that you've taken out some time to do this with me. I want to start, Ankita ji, a little bit on your early life. Being joining the Indian Army, itself is a very big thing, and I'm sure it must have not been an easy journey. So, could you tell me a little bit insight on that? In brief, what was your early life like, and what made you want to choose this path of career? So, a little bit on that.
Okay, thank you, Siddhant, for having me on this show. I'm very happy to be here and I'm happy to connect with the audience. And as I said in my post today, I will be grateful to the Almighty if I can motivate one human soul today with whatever I will speak because I really want that for the country. Okay, the early childhood, yes, it was very difficult to decide to go into the Indian Army. It was not easy, and for that, I cannot speak in 20 minutes. For that, only I have written No Woman's Land, that is my book. So, I will request everybody to read. And what I would just want to say is that uh, why did I decide to join Indian Army? It is all thanks to all the Eve teasers in my city. So, because I come from a very small town of called Allahabad, which is now Prayagraj. Those days, parents did not allow their girls to go outside, play, go to the college or school unattended. I mean, it was so much of protection all around there because the parents were worried. There were eve teasers. There were people not very, I would say, not welcoming girls as such. 15 and beyond, it was a little tough. I mean, now I can say with lot of conviction, that time I never spoke all these things. But yes, it made me decide that I have to don a persona that speaks for itself without me speaking. There would be people who would understand this is a no nonsense personality and they have to remain one arm distance away at least.
Okay. That's lovely. It's really inspiring. First of all, I actually salute you to the services you've done for our country, first of all. And, it's so nice and inspiring to hear you today. Also, I want to know, you have been a major part at the Kargil War, so I want to know what was that experience like and what was the entire atmosphere at that time. And you've seen it in person. So a little bit on that, if you'd like to share.
Okay, I wouldn't be talking about more the strategic things about Indian Army. So I was newly married and I was posted in the Far East. And as if you understand, the entire country was moved to the northern side, but eastern side people were not allowed to move because China is not our friend. It's also an enemy. So I was posted at that area and I was sent further to the Indo-China border. And the atmosphere was like my husband is in Air Force and I was in the Army. We were like not able to talk, meet, interact. I mean, we were like far off at two different locations. Communication was definitely very difficult. And we were not actually, in fact, before this Kargil thing, I am the first lady officer to get posted to counterinsurgency. Now, I would tell your audience only one challenge I had during my counterinsurgency posting, that was reaching office alive every day and reaching home alive every day. That's it. So if the youth of today want to talk about their challenges, if they want to say, yes, I accept and I really adore the youth today because they are more aware, they are more vocal, they are able to analyze their thoughts more better than what we were in our times. I'm an ancient breed lady officer, I would say, or rather, I would say, very senior person. So, why I'm saying this, but yet such a challenge at that time when I was just hardly 29 only, or maybe just, yeah, I was just 29 that time. So, going to office every day with that challenge in the mind, and there was no communication that I am My husband would not know ki whether I've reached the office alive or not. So that was one big challenge. And then, I mean, if you've heard about Brahmaputra river in those days, not today, in those days, I'm talking about the 90s, the late 90s. There was a huge ferry which used to cross that Brahmaputra, going up the ferry with your weapon, with your combat dress, boots, and everything, and then jumping off from that ferry once the shore came, and then moving ahead again with the troops, I would say, my male soldiers, even for going on long Assam roads where there was no washrooms, using a washroom, I mean, you do not know whether there is a terrorist in that house or not. It was all like very difficult, but then yes, I braved, and God has always been blessing me. I would always thank God for all what courage He gave me. So during the Kargil, yes, the news were pouring in, sad news, bad news. I mean, we were very disturbed, but yes, we were part of the team that was providing logistic support to the fighting arms. So I continued doing that job because that was my main focus, that I have to do this job. And army is all about teamwork. It is nothing individual work. So I was part of the team only.
Okay. Also, I'm sure that, when you made up your mind that you want to be an army officer, there must have been a lot of challenges and a lot of obstacles in your way. The training also, in the army is not very easy. We all know that. So, what was, and I'm sure you have to have a very strong mindset and a willpower, I feel, to be taking such a bold step. So, what was the obstacles and challenges you faced at that time?
Lot of blood, lot of sweat, lot of bruises. That was one part of the challenge and the training. Uh, I was not a sports person. I was not an NCC cadet in my school. So just out of my college with dainty sandals, donning my feet, going from sandals to very heavy drill boots, and those. I mean, we did not have our periods for 2 3 months because we girls were subjected to such a rigorous kind of an our body was also reacting that way. Definitely, it was not easy. Eating the breakfast, I mean, not in time. I mean, you don't get that much of time. Then getting all the punishment, the training part, it was definitely very tough. But yes, a strong mind and a focused mind. See, I was very clear. I have to become an officer. It was a question of life and death. I represent my city. I was the first girl from Allahabad to join Indian Army in 1993. I cannot let my city down. I cannot change the history that was about to be written. I was very focused and I was very clear. Matlab, mar jayenge, but I will not give up. I don't give up easily.
I think that is the kind of attitude, everyone needs to have today. No matter how many challenges we have in our life, everyone has life problems, whether it's personal or professional. But the never give up attitude is what takes you a long way. So really well said. And it's so inspiring to just hear you, today. I'm actually feeling so good and so inspired by you. Also, I want to know, today, after you finished your tenure with the Indian Army, you wanted
Hmm.
to even motivate people. You started writing books, you started giving motivational speeches, and also you had participated in a beauty pageant as well. So totally
Hmm.
totally different, from point A to point B has been a different kind of a journey for you. So what was your experience on that, from the green boots to the beauty pageant?
Yeah, Olive Green to Beauty Queen. That's my bestseller book. That's the fourth book. In
Okay.
fact, I would, because I'm very honest with myself and I'm very honest about my flaws, my ignorance, my incapabilities, and I accept them and I want to learn how to eradicate those shortcomings that I have. Why most people face lot of depression? Because they hide their flaws. They think what the world will talk about them, what the world will say. The moment we start hiding our flaws or our incapabilities, we start becoming conscious. So I am not one person. I take pride in my flaws. I take pride in my failures. So when I'm very honest about all these things, I decided that I have been behaving like a Kadak officer all these 14 years. There was Savdan and Vishram and the kind of voice and the modulation that I had developed in my voice, the commanding, authoritative tone. Even the servants in my house used to get so scared, and everything was like very off the line. So I realized when I'm coming into the civil background, I need to align with what people want me to be. So, how do I learn? Who will, at the age of 39, teach me how to be a woman, or that to a lady, not a woman, lady? So, I thought Gladrex Mrs. India is the best platform, and I challenged myself to be there. And with two poses, Savdan and Vishram, known to me, I walked the national beauty pageant tram, that is Gladrex Mrs. India, and I won the award of most vivacious woman
Oh
there.
wow, that is so inspiring. Totally different fields, and you've excelled in both. So there's it's so nice to hear, from you and your journey. Also, I want to know, like today, if we need to give a strong message to the youth of
Mhm.
today, and the Gen Zs of today, if someone wants to follow the career which you've chosen, or the kind of attributes one must have, to follow that path, what would that be?
Keep three hammers ready in your kit. There are three hammers to handle all your chaos and the challenges. And the three hammers that I keep with myself always is one is the determination, which you can call it as a grit, determination or focus, that is a determination. The second is gratitude, and the third is lots of humor. I laugh off at myself. I laugh off at my siapas that I do. I create chaos and challenges. I do create a lot of chaos and challenges, but then I have those faith in the system, faith in the God, for faith in the universe, and I think these three hammers will see you through. And don't waste time. Have a more disciplined approach towards life. See, we are mostly wasting our time so much. So
Yeah.
much of time we waste
Yeah.
by talking negative about others. What who said to whom?
Mm.
Why did he or she said this to about me? Let people talk. And one mantra I'm going to give to all the youngsters: please underplay yourself. Do not try to show off that you know everything.
Mm.
Even when you are about to achieve a target, if you underplay, people are going to teach you more and more. They will mock you, but they will teach you. There will be somebody who will be mocking, but somebody will be teaching. And that is how you come out as a victory person just at the right time.
Yeah.
So, this is what I want to tell.
What you said is also so correct. In today's time, I think everyone is so involved in knowing what's happening in someone else's life that they forget to live their own. And today, life
Yeah,
is short. I think life is short, and we all must be in gratitude, that every breath we take is a blessing and a boon from God. And whatever
yeah,
most we can do, in this little time we have, whether it's to the society or to help people or even building your own careers, it's very important to be productive. I would say that it's
yeah,
very important to be productive and be happy from inside. As long
yeah,
as that is the most important thing I feel, when I start my journey, like every day in the morning, I always count my blessings when I go to office. And I
yeah,
always, today everyone has a lot of stress. Stress is
yeah.
something, which people, there's a lot of unnecessary stress also.
Correct.
But, I feel that, there are different ways to deal with stress. We hear such terrible things. People are doing suicide because of stress. They are, having depression because of stress. But then they have to understand that there are various ways, every problem has a solution. And I think it's very important to seek knowledge within yourself and see how you can tackle your problems in a day-to-day basis. So, the way I manage stress is basically, I love music. So, even in the office when I'm really stressed about, I hear the music of nature, of water, and anything like that which just soothes me. So, it's very important, I think, how to people should manage stress.
Yeah. So how do I manage my stress? I always look people who are like less fortunate than me.
Right.
I always feel ki, okay, I am more blessed. At least I got this and that and all. Now people have become a little intolerant towards others also. This is also one of the reason today people are adding on to the stress. And the third thing, like I, to your audience, very proudly I can tell, I failed in class 7th because I could not comprehend, read, write English. I was in a convent school. And I failed because I was like dud in languages. I was good in, I think, science, I was very good in, but I was Hindi and English, I was like bad.
Okay.
Now, what happened if I failed in English, uh, and if I'm hiding from people that I failed, not only English, I failed the class only because the convent had a policy if you fail in languages, you fail the class also.
Right.
Now, I could have taken stress of uh, ending my life or feeling very low about it. I said, ठीक है यार, I learn English now, and my mother put me in a tuition class. Some Christian senior lady taught me, and here I am with so many books to my name. I've written all in English only. I mean, I mean, you can at that particular moment that failure might look very big, but at the same time, later on, that will be a very minuscule thing when you look at it.
As you rightly said, convert your negatives into positives.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your insights on this and a message to the youth. So now I'm going to do something fun, Ankita ji. I'm going to do a little bit of a rapid fire round to know you personally and what do you like. So it's going to be very
Okay.
quick answers. So to begin with, the first one would be, what is your favorite travel destination where you can travel 7 days a week without blinking an eyelid?
Ooh, I've yet to go, but I think Almaty in Kazakhstan, I think I can stay there for 7 days at least.
Okay. Your favorite cuisine?
Woo, chai and cookies, nothing else. I'm not a foodie. I'm not a foodie at all. So
Okay.
I'm a very chai person, the Calcutta chai and all those. You give me chai, you give me cookies, I'm like happy. I can easily become happy, you know. I'm like, I'm a person who gets happy with small things, actually.
Your favorite music, genre of music which you love?
Oh, romance, love, anything with because when I go to the beauty parlors and if they are playing some kind of a stupid song, I tell them, see, this is a place where women come to relax. Put some even Kishore Da song is also good. I mean, even any song, but put romantic song. Put
Okay.
some romantic. I want to just feel romantic, you know, at that moment.
Your favorite read of today? Like, what is your favorite book which you've been reading?
Lucy Hay, You Can Heal Your Life
Okay.
by Lucy Hay.
Okay. One motto you stand by.
Make best use of whatever you have.
According to you, the difference between the millennials and Gen Zs of today.
Okay, we are still trying to cope up with these Gen Zs. I'm like the what do you say, that rabbit and turtle story, the tortoise. So they are the rabbits, I am the turtle. So
Okay.
maybe, but I think they are pretty good. They are the millennials they had their own challenges. The Gen Z also have their, even if they are having so many things on their platter, now they are confused how to utilize that platter basically. So it's like you go to barbecue nation, there's so much of snacks they give you, you fill your tummy and then you still want to have, but then you can't have. So they're good. Gen Z is good. They are like too good. They're too good. They're like on planet Jupiter, I think.
Okay. What is that one thing you don't leave your house without?
One thing, my mobile.
Okay. And my last question would be, today, everyone, has a very fast life,
Mhm.
in terms of, whether it's not spending too much time with your family or your friends, because of the life standards we're living in today's time. What is that one thing you feel, if you had to describe life of today, in one word, if you had to describe, what would that be?
Missing human connect.
Okay.
Complete.
Okay.
We need to build upon that. We need to go back there.
I think what you said also, you just read my mind because in today's time, I feel people are, because of the technology, everyone's so much into their mobiles. No one, even if you're having dinner with your family, everyone's on their mobiles. No one is speaking to each other. There's a lot of, because of the technology can be a blessing and a curse, both, I would say, so, but it's about the balance. I feel that the way we use technology in today's time is that is the main key. So as
No, I would not like to sound like a Gyani Baba or something. Somehow, sometimes I feel this technology in the present generation, they are using or overusing it. It's a boon also because I have seen families fighting over dinner in my childhood. I have seen people, or the father was the like king of the family and nobody speaking. We were like, as if like sitting in a funeral. You were like sitting in a funeral parade. It used to be bad in many families. At least now the generation is happy looking at their mobile. That's what also is the positive side of it. There are many houses, they did not have beautiful relationships, interpersonal relationship. So this is a result of that only. जो हमारे बाबा दादा नाना नानी जिनके घरों में what we have seen, the dowry deaths and all, this is all is resultant not of a one day thing. We cannot blame the present generation. It is a result of what is coming down. See, the movies have changed. Earlier, the movie, a lady will be seen, a housewife with flowers in her hair and like no decision capability, nothing, nobody's asking. She's only serving food. Now she's the boss. It's a change has come all through. It's
right.
come down. That's what I feel.
Thank you so much, Ankita ji. It was such a lovely chat with you, and I'm feeling so honored and privileged to be, chatting with you. And you've done so much for the nation, and I don't think anyone can repay that. But dedicating your life, and because of y'all, we are safe today in our homes. So, thank you so much for the chat, and I truly, truly enjoyed myself, having this candid chat with you. So, and I look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah.
And we should definitely chat over a cup of coffee someday.
Yeah,
And,
pakka.
and once
And do
again,
read my book, No Woman's Land. If your audience can read, it will give a different perspective of their life. I'm
right.
telling you, nothing is impossible. If you want to learn that, nothing is impossible. Read my book. A very ordinary girl, life's journey, real, motivating, entertaining, and no gyan, no rona dona.
And
It's
your book
like,
is available in Amazon, right?
yeah, it is available on Amazon.
So
Please.
I really I want to tell people whoever's watching this episode, do order her book from Amazon, and it's going to be very inspiring. You'll learn a lot of things, and it might also change a lot of perspectives in your life. So do check it out, and thank you so much once again, Ankita ji, for this chat, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, Siddhant.